Another Yakkin with you, Jagoff, from the Jagoff podcast, Jagoff.com. And we are with an iconic Pittsburgher to talk about something really cool. Want to know who that is? So, Rick Sebak, welcome to Yakkin with you, Jagoff.
Thank you.
We are here at the hallowed Pittsburgh podcast studios, which will confuse people now because we're like, people say, hey, we watch the podcast. And I go, no, you actually listen to a podcast. But here we are in the podcast studios. But you have a big Kickstarter that's been going on for almost a month now.
Right. We're trying to raise money for 6 new shows that I produce at QED called Nebby, Rick Sebak's Tales of Greater Pittsburgh. Because I think sometimes we don't use that term anymore, Greater Pittsburgh. We used to have the Greater Pittsburgh Airport.
Oh, right, yeah.
But, now it's just the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank, I think, is the only thing that still has that Greater Pittsburgh, which I think is a great term. And we want to make 6 programs, and so we're encouraging people to go to rickstarter.org, make a pledge, just as though it were, a pledge break at QED, and support these programs. And we got a goal of $113,000, but people have been stupendous so far. But until it's over... Yeah, my heart is beating fast.
A Kickstarter, for those who aren't familiar with it, it eliminates this. Okay, you enjoyed that part of the show, and this is now our pledge break. They don't have to do that now. Kickstarter, you just go online and donate.
Well, it's the opposite way. Usually on public television, the show is done, and they're asking for support. We're asking for support, but here we're asking for the support up front.
Yeah.
Before the show exists, so that we can be fully funded and fiscally responsible. So. That's what we need you to do. Go to rickstarter.org, make the contribution, and then you're really like, an executive producer of the show. You help fund it.
People that have moved away from Pittsburgh, the expats, they certainly watch your programs. They think like, oh, God, I really wish I lived in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, one place right? I made a special plea to people who live outside of Pittsburgh because they are some of our most loyal viewers, purchasers of the DVDs, share them with their friends. I always say that, when we do a national show for PBS, always San Diego seems to get our best ratings. And I think that's because there's a lot of Pittsburghers who moved away in the 80s.
Yeah.
San Diego, Florida, all through the South. People who had to leave Pittsburgh at one point to find a job, they still have a love for Pittsburgh.
You have these cool pins that talk about the...
Nebby. If you contribute at all, you'll get a Nebby pin. But we don't get your... information until the 30 days is up. So some people are like saying, well, how do I get my pin right now? And we got to wait, or you got to find another way to get to me. But if you get to me, I'll send it out. I'd like to do a show about Route 88, which, now goes from Route 51 in Overbrook to the West Virginia border, through the South Hills and through the Mon Valley. But in just doing a little bit of research, I found out in 1926, it started in Erie. 88 was from Erie all the way to the West Virginia border, so it was kind of the Western Pennsylvania highway. I want to do a show called Meat Pittsburgh about butchers and chefs and where do we get our meat in Pittsburgh and why do we have like two world-class lamb farms just east of town.
Is that right?
Yeah, Jamison Farms and Elysian Fields. That lamb is served, in Napa Valley.
Wow.
And it's Pittsburgh, and the Pittsburgh area is considered a great place to get lamb.
The name of the, we might have to cut because I forget.
It's Nebby, you Jagoff.